Hello, fourth graders. Mrs. Hinterliter here, bringing you your weekly comprehension skill. This week, we're going to be working on main idea and supporting details. So this week, we're going to be reading the School of Skate together. I will scroll through. Please go ahead and pause the recording so that you can read this to yourself or to a family member, and then I'll have the website read it to us together. So go ahead and do the first part. Second part. Third part. And the fourth part. Now that you're done reading that to yourself or to a family member, we're going to listen to it. So it's going to read to us. Here we go.
First day of class, I was scared, but I tried it. After 2 days practice, I felt more comfortable. Carlos is learning to skateboard in an after-school program at West Middle School in Aurora, Colorado. Skateboards have been finding their way into the regular school day as well. Douglas Elementary in nearby Boulder was the first public school in the country to offer skateboarding in gym class. Douglas's physical education (PE) teacher, Richard Solly, starts his skateboarding class by teaching students how to put on their safety gear and how to fall without getting hurt. Then kids start rolling around in the gym. Sometimes they're so excited they fall. They're screaming, "I'm doing it! I'm doing it!" says Matthew. It's such a thrill to see the glimpses and to see their smiles. Around the country have started teaching classes such as skateboarding, inline skating, yoga, and even rock climbing. Experts call these sports the new PE. These individual sports are designed to modify childhood obesity by giving kids involved in fun physical activities. Obesity is a condition dangerous skills related to. Another goal of these non-traditional activities is to prevent lifelong illness habits. From 1980 to 2012, the percentage of children aged 7 to 11 years old who obese doubled. During that same time period, the percentage of young people aged 12 to 19 years old who obese from students attending PE class, however, decreased. Many schools dropped gym classes to save money or to provide students with more classroom time. Only 8% of elementary schools offer gym class to students every day, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. When students have less PE time, teachers search for ways to keep kids moving. Skateboarding is a great activity that keeps kids engaged in physical movement and gives them new skills and interests, says West Middle School after-school program coordinator Douglas Elementary. Skateboarding's next best thing. Skateboarding not only offers health and fitness benefits, but also teaches life lessons that can help kids with their schoolwork. Students who are learning to skateboard often spend hours practicing and retraining before they get it right. Skateboarding teaches kids to believe that if they stick with something, they will ultimately succeed, says education expert Richard Saylor of the Municipal College of Community. Carlos is skateboarding teacher at West Middle School, Eric agrees. The baby only takes too long, 600 to 900 times before it feels shakes. Classic says. We tell students that they shouldn't say, "I can't do it," unless they've tried 600 to 900 times. Classic students have taken his advice to heart. It took me 600 times to learn one new trick, said the student sports on the rise. Team sports dropped in popularity, while individual sports, such as skateboarding, were on the rise. This trend might have affected the crazy activity people today offer in gym class. 1 million fewer baseball players, 200,000 fewer basketball players. Source: National Sporting Goods.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've finished reading our text School of Skate for the week, we're going to talk about the main idea and supporting details found in this article. Now remember, when you're thinking of main idea, you want to think of what's the purpose, what's the big idea of this article? So what was the author trying to teach us about skateboarding or tell us about skateboarding? We want to know the main idea, the whole big idea of this story. So if you go ahead and look at my chart that I've created here, together we are going to come up with a main idea. What was the whole text about? And then we're going to come up with the supporting details that prove our main idea is correct. So if you look below, I have 4 individual statements. Now, 3 of them I took right from the text. They're text evidence. I pulled them right from the text because they support my main idea. And the other one is a main idea that I created. So I want you right now to read these 4 statements to yourself. And I want you to pause the video and try to place them where you think they're going to fit. Now, don't be afraid to look back in the text to see where I pulled the text evidence from. So again, I'll slide through this one more time so that you can use it to find the text evidence that I used for this activity. Okay? So go ahead and read these 4 to yourself or out loud to a family member, and then go ahead and try to place them above. Pause the video now and read the 4 green statements. Now that you've finished reading them, where do they fall in this chart above? Well, let's look at our first one. In the 2000s, team sports dropped in popularity while individual sports such as skateboarding were on the rise. Now, this is actually taken straight from the text. I want you to ask yourself, is this statement what the entire text was about, or was it just a detail that we pulled from the text? You should have placed this statement in supporting detail box number 1. In the 2000s, team sports dropped in popularity while individual sports such as skateboarding were on the rise. That's a supporting detail. It gives us a fact from the text, but it's not what the entire text was about. So it's a supporting detail. Let's try the next one. Skateboarding is an individual sport that is being taught in some schools because it provides health benefits while teaching students new skills that can help them be successful with their schoolwork. Wow. In that statement, I hear a lot of different things. I hear that it's an individual sport. I hear that it's being taught in some schools. I'm hearing that it's providing health benefits and it's possibly teaching kids new skills so that they can be successful in their schoolwork. Now, if I look at this statement, that has 4 different things all packed into one sentence. Like I said, individual sport, being taught in schools, providing health benefits, and providing new skills. So this statement right here, hopefully you were able to identify this statement as our main idea. Now, this wasn't pulled from the text. I actually wrote this sentence myself because I wanted you to see the main idea is what the whole text was about. The whole text was about it being an individual sport, as we see with our supporting detail right here. It also talked about how in some schools, they're going to start or have started teaching skateboarding. Another thing it talked about in the text was the health benefits that it provides. It's helping fight obesity and keeping students in shape. And then the last thing is it's teaching new skills to students because it's teaching them not to give up when things are hard. So that is why I created this sentence as our main idea. It's what the whole story was about. Now, obviously, the last two statements down here are supporting details, so we'll go ahead and put them up where they go. But I also want to talk about why they're supporting details and why they're not the main idea. So you see here, this second one says, skateboarding is a great activity that keeps kids engaged in physical movement and gives them new skills and interests. Well, this one talked about the individual sport. This detail is telling us about providing health benefits to students. So because health benefits was part of my main idea, I needed to support that with a detail from the text. And this is evidence I pulled directly from the text. Last but not least, you'll see quotes around this because I pulled it directly from the text as well. And this is our last supporting detail, and it says that skateboarding teaches kids to believe that if they stick with something, they will ultimately succeed. And that goes to prove that students are being taught new skills. So when you're working with main idea and supporting details this week, remember, the main idea is what the entire story was about. And the supporting details are just that. They're little facts from the text that prove your main idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've finished up main idea and supporting details and reading that awesome story about School of Skate, go ahead and enjoy some nice fresh air. We have a beautiful week coming up. So enjoy it if your parents let you go outside, and let's all learn some new things. Maybe not skateboarding, but maybe try to learn something new. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you again soon.